I'm your humble moderator of the day. It's been 2 days I've been missing, but Alhamdulillah, my colleagues, Dr. Amal and Mr. Mahli, took good care of you. I would like to introduce myself again. I'm called Idi Ahmed. I'm from the Republic of Cameroon, diplomat by profession and professional officer at the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum at the Department of Foreign Affairs. Once again, it's my esteemed pleasure to welcome all of you to this online volunteerism training session. We are on our 4th day and I've been following up, and Alhamdulillah, ICYF team is making a lot of tremendous efforts in making sure that you dear participants receive the best training, even if we're on a virtual platform. And currently some of them are even feeling under the weather right now because we are so much packed with a lot of programs that we have launched online. So I would like to encourage my dear respected colleagues in their endeavors, as well as the participants, because I know this is a new way of getting trainings, which is through an online platform. I know it's very hard to keep up, but mashallah, I've noticed that each and every one of you are very active, especially during the question and answer session. So with that said, today we have two amazing speakers, trainers, let me say so. I was going through their CVs and it wasn't easy even trying to filter what I should say, what I should not say, because mashallah, their CV is very rich. I don't think we're gonna have a boring session today. And there was no session that was boring anyways. It's the more days are flowing by, the more we're having more and more interesting speakers. So I would like to reiterate my sincere thanks to them for granting us some of their time in order for our beautiful participants to grab some knowledge about effective online volunteering. Before we delve into today's topic, I would like to remind the participants that today's session is going to be a little bit shorter than the ones we had during the previous days, because we have at least 3 programs that we are going to run today, and we need to respect the time limit. So the session for today is set for an hour at most. Maybe if there are excesses, we might extend to 5, we might add 5 or 10 minutes at most, but we need to finish by 2:10 p.m. Istanbul time. So it behoves me to be a little bit strict on the timing today. Each speaker shall have 20 minutes maximum for their presentation, and then we shall have 15 to 20 minutes for the Q and answer session. The speakers shall be notified 5 minutes before the end of their speech for them to conclude, just in case they lose track, inshallah. And I'm also asking for their indulgence and understanding. Without further ado, I'll not be talking a lot today because we really need to go straight to the point. I would like to introduce the first speaker of today. Our first speaker of today is of Jordanian nationality. She's married. She holds a bachelor degree in foreign languages, English and Italian from the University of Jordan. She has a rich experience in the professional world, which varies from being a general assistant at the University of Jordan, King Abdullah's Fund for Development. She was also a general assistant. She happened to be also a public relations coordinator at Abu Nusayr Cultural Forum Event Management. In 2013 to 2016, she worked as a public information assistant at the United Nations Relief and Works Agency. Currently, she is a patient administrator at the Mediclinic Middle East Al Jawhara Hospital to ensure accurate communication and understanding between the doctors and the patient. Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, I don't want to monopolize the floor. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Dima Ismail. Ms. Dima, the time and place is all yours. Thank you very much. Is Miss Dima with us? Give me 1 minute. Can you guys hear me? Dear participants, can you hear me?
Sure, we can hear you.
Yes, we can. We're
Yes, we
trying
can
to...
hear you.
Okay, perfect. I thought I was talking to myself the whole time.
No, we can hear you, Mr. Edie.
All right, all right. I don't know what's happening. I introduced Miss Dima. She was with us. We're trying to see if we can reach her. Just give me a few seconds. Okay, if she's not there, maybe we might move to the second speaker. If then, Dr. Yusri, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
It seems like Ms. Dima has some internet connection issues. So let me just introduce you, and inshallah, when she joins us on board, we'll just allow her to speak after you, inshallah. I hope it doesn't matter. Is it okay with you, doctor?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I wish that Ms. Dima will give the lecture first, but as if it's facing difficulties, so we can manage, inshallah.
Inshallah, this is the issue with the virtual world. We always have this kind of technical issues.
Yes,
Anyways, let me just introduce you, and you'll have the floor, and you'll bless us, inshallah. So our speaker of today, the second speaker of today, is an Egyptian gentleman. Our countries, both Cameroon and Egypt, has a history of rivalry in football. Our gentleman is married and has 3 beautiful children. He's a holder of a bachelor degree in commerce, business administration. He has a business management diploma at Cambridge Training College, UK, Masters of Business Administration from London State University, Doctorate of Business Administration from Maryland University Online. He worked as well in several sectors ranging from family factories, aviation, Islamic Relief Group, and Pre-One Media Marketing and Advertising Agency, where he worked as a sales and marketing director. He also worked as a general manager at the general manager marketing director at Jawahir Tourism Commerce here at Istanbul. Currently, he's a business PR and marketing consultant. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Yusri Mohammed Hamid Ali. I hope I pronounced your name well. The time and place is all yours. You have 20 minutes. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Everybody's hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sure.
Peace be upon you all.
Yes, you.
My name is Dr. Yusri Ali, and I am an old volunteer myself. I started as a volunteer with Islamic Relief Worldwide since the Bosnian War in the early of 90s, and the Arab Medical Union and other organizations and charities. As Mr. Edie introduced me this beautiful introduction today, I am pleased to be here with you today. And first, I would like to thank the ICYF to giving us this opportunity to be with you. and you are promising and kind people that concerning for other people. So I think this training is very important, especially in this critical time that we are facing. Our planet Earth is facing a critical time of this dramatic spread of the COVID-19, which affected everything and every one of us all over the world. I think that our responsibility now is to use the all available resources in every possible way that we can to help others and to aid their lives. And actually, that's all about volunteering. The current quarantine and the stopping of flights, international flights and local flights, and the limitation of the moving and traveling all over the world affected volunteering and charity work very badly. So it came the necessity of the online volunteering and the importance of its role. The online volunteering is it's a small word, but it's a wide word. It's a small word, but it's a wide world for everybody to serve. Actually, before I start, I will tell you one experience, an experience about a mission that held on Bebo platform, which I'm presenting today to you. A charity from Canada called Salsabil Ad-Dad is concerning and working in teaching Arabic language for non-Arabic speakers in Canada, was desperate to find volunteers that can teach the Arabic language for people in Canada. So through Bebo, they announced the mission in the beta launch. Actually, it was a trial period, and they were close to us. So they started the mission, and this mission was joined by 5 volunteers. 5 volunteers from 5 countries and 4 nationalities. And they started in a short time to teach people Arabic language for non-Arabic speakers in Canada. It's about using the technology, because everybody of us has his mobile, his laptop, his tablet. So we are surrounded with technology, and we have to use this technology to help others, because everything is changing in the world. Actually, I'm speaking to you from home. I am at home, and I'm working at home, directing some other people and trying to help some others. Some of them are in Turkey, in the country that I live in right now, some other in England, some other in Saudi Arabia, some other in Africa. So this is all about online volunteering, and the online volunteering has hundreds of main categories, main fields, and subcategories and subfields. Now, as we speak a little of Turkish and English and Arabic, so it's a messy sometimes. So forgive me. This necessity of using the technology in online, like as I told you before, teaching languages, training, consulting, designing, voice-overing, um, fundraising, whatever it can help others to in easing their lives and make it better. Because I believe that everybody of us is working and looking for a better world. This is I think that everybody is have this feeling, and this is what the reason of our presence together today. I was planning to have the second session that Miss Dima will explain and talk about effective online volunteering first. Then I will go on after her. But as she faced some difficulties in with internet, as everybody of us do all the time.
Excuse me, doctor. If you insist on having Ms. Deemer as first speaker, we can just take 5 minutes of your time. We will give you the floor. You'll have 15 minutes because she's online. So if you're really insisting, we can give her the floor. If you're
no, I'm just mentioning it.
Okay.
I have. If she wants to, yani, I prefer to complete because
Okay, perfect.
we
Perfect.
cannot cut the session.
No problem. No problem. It was a suggestion. No problem. Thank you so much.
I am just mentioning it. So I will accompany you in a unique experience, um, um, and this experience is called Bebo International Platform for Organizing and Networking Volunteering Work. It is a modern motivating means that using technology in making the volunteering much easier and more effective, like never before. So we can start now. So Bevo platform, Bevo International Platform, have this website is bevo.org. And as you see, the logo is a bee because it's from the bee, which is this beautiful creature. This Bevo is coming from Bee Volunteer. Bevo have this is the first time in the world that have a social media mean a platform is specialized in volunteering and providing linking motivational means between volunteer and acting parties like organizations that requesting volunteers and companies, commercial companies that supporting the volunteering and charity work all over the world. This is in order to consolidate noble humanitarian values and to reach the peace and development in all societies. We have three segments on Bevo: volunteers, organizations that are requesting for volunteers, and companies that supporting the community work. How we do it? How we do it is everybody by a mobile, a tablet, a laptop, or a desktop in any place in the world can search for a suitable mission for himself that suits him by 5 criteria: by keyword, by country, by city, by volunteering field, by date, by time. So he searched the virtual world of Bevo of volunteering, how he can volunteer, how can he use his skills and what Allah gave him to help others and serve the humanity. So after he find a suitable mission, he go inside the mission and see the details of the mission: date, time, description, who held this mission, how many volunteers, how many points, because it's we are coming to the points that, because it's a very important part of volunteering and the specialized of Bebo platform. So after he sees the whole mission details, he can apply for the mission, and see how it goes with the sustainable development goals of the UN. So the place this mission can be by presence or remotely online. And in this time of this dramatic spread of the pandemic, COVID-19, we had tens of missions and initiatives concerning how to deal with this pandemic, how to reach the people in need in this special case. So after he sees everything, he applies for the missions and see who is applying, the other volunteers that applied for this mission. After that, it comes with an alert or a notification to the organization that is held this mission to Yusri or Edie, that or anybody is applying for the mission, and they go for inside their profile and to see are they suitable for the mission or not, are they can implement it or not. So after that, they accept the suitable people for this mission. After accepting the volunteers, they confirm their presence daily in a table of presence. And this table, everything about this is totally online, electronically, using the technology in each second of it. After that, after implementing the mission, they evaluate every volunteer with 10 criteria. After evaluating the volunteer, automatically this evaluation turns into points. These points be transferred to his international volunteer card, which is given to him after signing in to Bebo. This international volunteer card with 5 categories, starting from volunteering to granting, perfecting, distinguishing. Then at the end is the leadership class. The leadership class is one of the aims of Bebo, that everybody, every volunteer, every organization, every company become a leadership and become in the top of giving and serving the community. This is the shape of the volunteers profile. It's the fields of interest: education, rehabilitation, training, programming, technical issues, and about the volunteering mission that he joined, and some information about him, and a unique QR code special for every and each volunteer. This is a profile is similar to the social media means profiles, but this is more specialized because Bebo is specialized in volunteering, just volunteering and serving community. So everybody has his own profile with his personal account and a timeline that he can post, he can share, he can react to other posts and shares. Like it is an experience to live in a place. It's a virtual place, but actually it's a place is that everybody is looking to serve others, to help others. This is all about Bebo is the co-benefit circle. Everybody is helping everybody in a win-win situation. So the volunteers are making services and implement missions to institutions. The institutions and the volunteers are promoting for the companies, and the companies come their rules to give discounts to volunteers and institutions. That means that through Bebo, and that means that everybody is winning. This status bring us to the benefit of the whole community, that everybody in the community will feel satisfied, acted his role, and shared with everybody what he can give or what he can do for others. Actually, we have a great partnership with ICYF because ICYF is a very very hard-working organization that is trying to help, that trying to interact, trying to be a part of good initiatives. And Bebo, as you see in this slide, has been recognized by ICYF among its social media means. You can see Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Bebo. So by clicking on this icon, Bebo icon, it takes you to the ICYF page on Bebo platform, and you can see all about them, their news, their projects, their initiatives, their trainings, everything that you can see on other social media means, you can see on Bebo platform. Nowadays, in the beta launch, we are still in the trial period. We have more than 40,000 volunteers from over than 170 countries on Bebo platform. We have more than 1,200 organizations. This is what we call a new era of volunteering. Everybody can volunteer, everybody can interact, everybody can share and live this experience with others. Looking for what? Looking for being able to do things in the remote places. You shouldn't be in the same place. You can do that by presence, like helping poor, like digging a wheel, like giving food baskets by presence. And also you can be effective and you can share in make life of other people easier and fruitful by online volunteering through Bebo and other platforms. We must use the available resources and technology to be mentioned for the coming generations, that we did our role we acted, we did it. So we will feel proud. Yani actually, I was before I joined the Islamic Relief, I was volunteering when I was a little boy during some yani wars like Afghanistan wars and displaced people and orphans. I was a little boy, and I started to volunteer and with a very far country and trying to make their life better. Bebo, we can say that Bebo is a new vision of volunteering, that you can volunteer while you are enjoying by entertain yourself in a modern and disciplined way that is using a social media mean like other, but it's only specialized in volunteering, and everybody on this platform is trying to help and to serve others. So it is safe, as every parent now can say, leave your mobile for their children, leave your mobile. Can you give us some time away from your tablet? But with Befo, in the coming soon future, parents and teachers are going to tell them, please stay online, please stay at Bevo and what other maybe platforms are coming after Bevo, but be on Bevo, help other, because it's a safe atmosphere, it's a safe experience in volunteering and in interacting and in be a part of the global community. And I assure you that the Bevel experience with it is modern technology and motivational means because it is the first platform promoting the culture of online volunteering and including the companies, the commercial companies. The commercial company rules is to promote and support the community and the missions of the organization by giving discounts and gifts to the volunteers all over the world. So, be volunteer, try to serve others because it's a privilege of God to serve others. It's a pleasure. It's a quite thing that when you go to your bed in the night, feeling that you draw a smile on some other people faces, or you change some lives to the better, you will feel like you are a king or a prince or what, maybe more. So I think that I came to the end of my session today, and the end of this pleasant experience. I would like to thank the moderators and the IT teams and the coordination teams of ICYF for this marvelous work. Thank you very much to give us this opportunity to be with these promising and kind people that gave their time to know how to serve others more effectively. And I wish everybody that Allah give everybody the strength and the knowledge to help the mankind in all possible ways. And at the end, I wish you a good time in this holy time of Ramadan, and wish you a happy feast Eid Mubarak, inshallah. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to end this pandemic and protect the world, because this world is ours. It's not a religion. It doesn't concern a religion. It doesn't concern a race. It doesn't concern a color. It doesn't concern a nationality. It's our world. It's our planet. So I pray to Allah, and may you say Ameen, because to cure the planet and to protect us from this pandemic and all other diseases. And I wish you a pleasant time with Ms. Dima and the other sessions of today and this important training. And now I give the field to Mr. Edie. Thank you, Mr. Edie. Thank you, Ed. Thank you all. It was a pleasure to be among you today. Thank you. Salam alaikum.
Thank you, Malik Salam. Thank you so much, Dr. Yusri. You were very pragmatic. You were very straight to the point. Thank you for this in-depth, comprehensive analysis of what online volunteerism is all about, with what Bebo is doing. So we thank you very much, Dr. Yusri, for that. And you did a lot of justice for us with respecting the time. So thank you so much. Without further ado, as announced, let me just, Dr. Yusri, stay with us on board. So because I'm sure the students have some few questions for you, inshallah. So after Ms. Dima, so without further ado, please, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Ms. Dima Ismail. The time and place is yours. Ms. Dima, you have the floor, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reddy. Hello, everyone. It's such a great pleasure to be with you today. I will introduce myself to you. This is Dima Ismail. I'm a volunteer myself, working with the United Nations volunteers, taking over of the online collaborations in Arab States region. It's such a great pleasure for me to see all of these young faces, and I will say hearts, young hearts, because I believe that why you are here is your motivation to be giving, and giving is what means to be volunteering means giving. Volunteering has also been our main way to make the change in the world, make the change in our lives, make the change in the way we think, and of course, make our world a better one. So I will start my session. I will introduce to you our unique platform, which the United Nations Volunteers Program provides you with, so that you can have your chance to volunteer in your free time, expand your skills, expand your networks, and be active in facing and fighting global challenges, especially as we are facing this crisis pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic. Please allow me to share my screen with you. So now I will just ask you please to have a quick look about this video, which can provide you with more in-depth overview about what is online volunteering. So I kindly ask Mr. Sulaiman to play the video so that we can have it. It's just a short video, 1.5 minutes. Thank you.
Technology has changed the way we live. Technology has also changed the way we volunteer. Today, the internet allows organizations and volunteers to tackle the world's most important issues together, without barriers of time and place. Online volunteering can help organizations to achieve their mission, ending poverty, building peace, or advancing gender equality. Your organization can invite citizens from around the world to join your cause by offering online tasks. Writers, graphic artists, educators, and more. If a task can be completed online, these skills can be used for good. UNV Online Volunteering Services has helped over 3,000 organizations find the right volunteers. With access to the UNV Global Online Talent Pool, it's possible for any registered organization to find the volunteers they need. No matter what your organization's development goal is, or where your volunteering interest lies, you have the tools to change the world through online volunteering.
So as you can see, online volunteering, the United Nations online volunteering platform, it's a venue for you to connect with different type of organizations, such as UN agencies, and governmental institutions and non-governmental organizations, to tackle the most important and challenging issues that the world is encountering these days. In our pool, we have more than 500,000 registered online volunteers who are skilled and motivated to volunteer in their free times within their skills and experience, and be able to be a productive member in their societies, and of course be able to make the change in their life as a start, and of course in their society and wider in our world. You may ask yourself, how I know if I will be able to be an online volunteer? What is the criteria to enable me to be an online volunteer? I would say that volunteering, as it's open for everyone, and also online volunteering is open for every one of you, every segments of the society. So it's youth, it's students, it's highly skilled professionals. Sometimes they are retirees and people with disabilities. So everyone can be an online volunteer and be able to volunteer in their free times and be interactive in with the different type of organizations working goals and achieving and a specific objectives that can be interesting to you and of course to those organizations. In our platform, we have the average age is 30, so you are our most category in the platform to be serving online, and of course we enable all of the other people until the 76 age to be registered and be an online volunteer and sharing with us their skills and experience toward achieving a specific goals. You may also ask yourself.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ms. Dima. Mr. Suleiman is asking if you could share your online presentation, because yes, if you could share your screen. Thank you so much. All right, sorry to interrupt you.
No worries. So what is it for you as an interested persons to be an online volunteer? It's your way to support a cause that you are caring for, by taking the action using your skills, your experience, and your knowledge so that you can achieve or make a change in this cause that you are caring for. It can provide you with access for different type of, which of course will help you to expand your knowledge and to expand your networks and develop your skills. And then you will be able to have a different perspective for your life, a different perspective for what you want to do in the future. By interacting with different type of people who can provide you with feedback, who can be your way to better know your strength points and your weakness points, and of course it's your way to develop yourself more and more. The diversity of the organization that you will be able to connect with can be also a great way to interact with different backgrounds of people. So this will also can be a great way to know more about different cultures, different backgrounds, and expand. So expand, this is what is it about. It's about expanding your yourself and be able to be visible for the world, let us say. So how you can be able to be an online volunteer? What is exactly the required task that you can be able to serve your the organization with? If you are having skills in writing, in graphic design, in social media management, and translation, and for example, doing some research paper, taking care of web management, if you are, for example, a specialist and doing some programming job. So this is your place to invest in your skills and of course develop it for the best and be able to pursue your motivation and your desires and your dream to be a member in your society and who can make a change. I would just give you some proofs and numbers. Currently, as I mentioned before, we have more than 500,000 registered online volunteers. We have also more than 800 organizations, different type of organizations who are registered, who are offering you different type of opportunities, as I mentioned, in writing, graphic design, and especially this time of this difficult time where we are having this crisis, this health crisis, we are having such great fruitful collaborations who the volunteers were very effective and able to make a real change by translating, for example, newsletters about the health, brochures, how you can be able to follow the healthy measures to be taking care of your health in this pandemic time, such as in the translating important precautionary guidance notes into different languages and local languages, so that different type of people can be able to get more information, how they can be able to take care of their self. Also taking care of collecting data was one of the great collaboration happened between online volunteers who worked in collecting data, which was really helpful in taking the right decisions and the right actions toward the fight, toward the this pandemic battling time. The online volunteers are coming from 187 countries from around the world. So this is just proves how much the online volunteering, the UNIV online volunteering is expanded and inclusive and its unique nature. You can team up with someone that you coming from a country that you've never visited. So this will be a great way to interact with different type of people, different cultures, and at the same time enjoying your time and learning new things. It's all about learning new things and be able to discover new things. And by discovering new things, you will be able to discover yourself. And by discovering yourself, you will be able to make sure how you will be able to be making the change in your life, in your society, and of course, in our beloved world. The satisfaction rate, now we, of course, every collaboration, we know we need to track the satisfaction of these collaboration, and this easily can be happen through the feedback forms that we are providing at the end of each collaboration. So once you applied for a specific opportunity, the feedback form that you will fill will give us an indication how was it fruitful and productive for you to be working in this assignment. And of course, the online, the organization will be providing their feedback from their part. So this can be our way to assess the success of this online collaboration, and of course, which will be resulting to generate the online certificate for you once you completed your online task. The great thing that I just want to let you to know about is, just for the sake of the time, that online volunteering is short-term. You can imagine that you can just for 1 week be able to complete a task that can be can provide a great support for one of our UN agencies, one of other governmental institutions around the world. You can apply for any opportunity from any country within any type of organization that can be interesting to you. This is the most important, that you follow your motivation, follow your interest to be taking part in a specific task. Of course, your skills, your experience, your knowledge can be your let us say your weapon to fight these global challenges and be able to be active and engaged and achieving sustainable development goals, and of course achieving the 2030 agenda to make our future better, and of course making no one behind. For the sake of the time, I have this video that I will kindly ask the ICYF to share it with you. It can give you a great example how you can register. It's a live scenario how you can register your profile and be able to apply for the different offered opportunities in our platform. And of course, whenever you have a question, we have on the platform www.onlinevolunteering.org. You can just use the chatbot to ask any questions, any inquiries that you might have. And of course, you can use the generic email address, and of course, it will be shared with you, info@onlinevolunteering.org, for any questions, any difficulties that you might encounter, and we would be more than happy to answer your question and see you having your chance to make a difference in your world. Thank you very much for this great opportunity. Thank you for ICYF for this wonderful chance to be seeing all of these young, beautiful faces that are caring for giving and to make something unique in their free time, and to not let challenges and barriers stop us to be an active members in our life. Thank you very much, and would love to hear any question from your side. Over to you, Mr. Reddy.
Thank you so much, Miss Dima. That was very brilliant of you. And actually, you took you did more justice, because you didn't do 20 minutes presentation. You even did lesser. So I hope the students will really have time to ask you and Dr. Yusri good questions. And it's like you said, they are really beautiful faces. Even when I open my screen, I can see most of them are really eager to hear what you people have to say. It's unfortunate that today we have a time constraint, because they're very active and they love to speak and exchange with you people. Currently, we have 93 participants, and I think most of them did understand what online volunteerism is all about. Right nowadays, we have a burgeoning numbers of people who are very active now online. And with the current pandemic, it is shifting. We are shifting to new norms of working conditions and also volunteerism methods. And without further ado, I would like to open the Q&A answer session. I just want to remind these participants, we have exactly 18 minutes for this session to close. We'll close by 2:15. So please, I know you want to thank the speakers, but just go straight to your question, because usually they always have nice things to say to the speakers. So just be specific so that everyone can get a chance to talk to a speaker. So I would like to take the first question from Mr. Suraji Al-Hassan from Ghana. Please, you have the floor.
Okay. My question goes,
sorry to interrupt you. Please, when you ask your question, be specific which to whom you're asking it to, so that we may know if it's Ms. Dima or Dr. Yusri. Thank you so much.
My question is an open question to both of them, but I would like the doctor to answer it for me. My concern is the Bebo, joining the Bebo. Is it going to be an organization based, or individually you can sign up to that, as he was educating us that there are organizations and volunteers and the rest. So I want to know if maybe you have an organization which is a volunteering organization that can run it, which you are included, or individually you can also sign up on that platform, so that whatever is in there, you can do it individually.
Okay, thank you very much. Did Dr. Yusri and Ms. Dima get the question? Okay, you can, any of you can answer if the floor is yours. Okay.
I think that our brother was asking about the organizations and the role on the platform and how it goes in volunteering to يعني make it useful of the volunteers. Actually, the sound, the voice was not net, no, enough to hear all the question, but this what I get from it. So I will answer the part that I understood. About Bebo, there is both missions and initiatives. The missions are being held by organizations to be joined by volunteers. And the initiatives are made by individuals so that they can serve their communities regardless if they are a member of organization or not. So we have hundreds of volunteering initiatives made by individuals. From helping orphans, visiting orphans, translating some articles for organizations, educating, learning, training, graphic designing, video editing. It was like initiatives, and also we have a lot of missions by organizations. The matter of initiatives and missions are that the most of the skills of the people that can be benefit to the community and the society. Because if we look to the community, this is we will find a short in a place that can be fulfilled by other people. So these initiatives can only be made by individuals, and the individuals can evaluate the volunteers, and also the volunteers can evaluate the mission or the initiative and comment on it and make reports on it, so that we get the most benefit of these initiatives. We forgot something, Mr. Edie, and it is the best time if we can play a 1.5 minute video of the benefits of the organizations and the volunteers on Bivol, because we forgot in this circumstance that happened to play it. So I asked Mr. Ismail to play the video for us, please, so the volunteers and the audience can get know to what benefits of the organizations and volunteers on Bivol. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Doctor. So yes, I even forgot that aspect. You had a video to play, but unfortunately. So Mr. Suleiman, can you play the video? Thank you so much.
Let us today recognize the first social media platform for volunteerism around the world.
Although it is still in the pilot phase, it has made remarkable progress in terms of global interaction. It got in a very short time 6,000 volunteers from 100 countries.
In addition to hundreds of institutions and companies concerned with volunteering and community responsibility.
What makes Bivol special is that it offers the community a lot of benefits, including the possibility of social communication among its members in an upscale environment, providing volunteering opportunities according to its members' interests, helping those who need volunteers to get their volunteering needs done, assisting companies in the performance of their community responsibilities, providing a global organization for volunteering worldwide. documenting volunteers' work and providing them with reliable cards and certificates, spreading the culture of volunteering, raising the efficiency of volunteers and encourage them to volunteer, raising the efficiency of institutional capital, increasing the social capital of countries, investing youth energies to serve their communities, strengthening the language of love, solidarity, and peace around the world, dissemination of creative initiatives and their positive effects in societies.
It is expected that Bebo will become widespread in the next few months.
Bebo, a new vision of volunteering.
Thank you very much for playing the video. And I hope that this will answer for many questions for our valuable audience today. And we are we are pleased to answer any question. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Ms. Dima, would you like to say something, or we should continue with the questions?
Please continue. I believe that the question was addressed to Bebo.
All right, no problem. Okay, and the second question goes to, will be asked by Ms. Siti Hajar from Indonesia. Please, you have the floor.
Okay, can you hear my voice, guys?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to thank you before I ask the question. So the question is for both of you guys. What kind of approachment that you apply to your platform to maintain the volunteers all around the world? Because you guys must have a different volunteers background, culture, and interests. How you guys maintain the volunteers? That's all.
Okay, I guess.
Can you just please repeat the last part? How we can?
Okay. How you can maintain the volunteers' interest on your platform?
Can I?
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your question and thank you for your feedback. I would say that we continue to maintain the interest of the interested volunteers by the certificate of appreciation that we issue to them, by the lessons learned and the online evidences that we provide in our platform so that the online volunteer can be updated and be able to have more insights about what's going around. We believe that the maintaining of the volunteers registered in the platform or the interest of these volunteers are becoming from their side, not us. As much those volunteers are interested, being motivated, having a free time to volunteer and be effective in their life. So I guess this will be the main tool to enhance the volume of the registered online volunteers on our platform. So it's you who maintain the interest of the platform, your interest. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Yusri.
Dr. Yusri, would you like to say something?
Yes, please. I would. It's not an ad, but it's because the difference of the method or the methodology of how people act or run this operation. Bebo is only facilitating the connection and the links between the volunteers and the organizations and the companies. So actually, Bebo doesn't interfere in anything, just to facilitate and give them the opportunity to do the most of what they want. So when we say that anybody can search for his suitable mission that can suit him by time, by field, by interest, by anything, so he is the playmaker of the experience. And the connection is direct between the organizations and the volunteers. So we have some feedbacks because it must be just this way. So as I told you in the presentation that the mission is evaluated by the organizations, also the volunteer can evaluate and make a report of the mission and how the organization treated him, how he saw the benefit of this mission.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I'll move on to the next question. I'd like to give the floor to, I think it's a Miss S. Naira Salem from Philippines. I hope I pronounced your name well. So thank you.
All right. Good afternoon. My question is addressed to both of them. Despite the occurrence of pandemic all over the world, some communities still suffer from crisis, both man-made and environmental crisis. My question is, how can we maximize online volunteerism to help address and help these communities, even though it's through online? Thank you.
You have the floor. Any of you, Ms. Dima, maybe.
Thank you. I would thank you very much for your question. I would say that organizing the efforts can be a great way to support the society's needs. So our first pillar will be the organizations, the civil society organization, the governmental institutions, of course the UN system, with all of these all of them has their own mandate that they will take over to support the societies. By organizing these efforts, and of course offering the opportunities and allow the members of societies themselves to interact and having
Hello. I think she's
their own entry point to this will be the
Yes, we lost you for some time, Miss Dima. So I guess now it's yes, we lost you for some time.
I'm really sorry for that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Thank you.
Okay, so again, very short. I would just say that by organizing the efforts and opening the channels, connecting and bridging the channels between the specified organizations, whether they are UN agencies, whether they are governmental institutions, whether they are a very small NGOs that they having their own mandate that they will need to fulfill. By offering the opportunities, managing these opportunities and making them open for interested people to interact and be engaged, and of course support these organizations in fulfilling and pursuing the objectives and of course the goals that these organizations are sitting and planning for. Of course, this will be the main successful aspect to achieve the support for societies. I hope this answered your question. If yes, over to you, Dr. Yusri.
Thank you, Ms. Dima. It was a very comprehensive answer. I think that covered all everything regarding this question. But we are facing, I think that we are facing for some time the double working. How to maximize the benefit of the societies by minimizing the double working. And this double working can be minimized by cooperations, joint ventures, networking between organizations, having a good connection between volunteers among themselves. This will make the minimizing of the double working, and double working is the enemy of the charity work and volunteering actually worldwide. We face that everywhere in the world. And also, we can educate the donors and educate the people about how eventually, yani how effectively they can get the service. That I think that will maximize the benefit for the societies and the individuals worldwide. Thank you.
Thank you very much. In like 3 minutes, we need to close the session, but let me try to do justice to our participants as well as the speakers. So please, I'll take the last 2 questions. Just read out your question before we wrap up the session. So I would like to give the floor to Rabia Ilyas from Pakistan and Ahmed Sobi from Egypt. For the rest of you, I hope you'll forgive me, please. We have to wrap up the session. Thank you very much. Ms. Rabia, you have the floor. I don't think she's online. So let's go to Brother Ahmed Sobi from Egypt. Are you with us?
She is online, but she needs to turn on her mic.
Oh, okay. Okay, before she turns on, you can ask your question. There's no problem. She can always join us when she's ready.
I am here. Thank you, Dr. Yusri and Ms. Dima, for your presentations and efforts. My question is for both of you. If there are opportunities, we could do it as online volunteering. But what about the positions we couldn't do it as a online volunteering, but inside or offline volunteering? If we continue in this pandemic times as long as more time in this. Thank you. My question is clear. Dr. Yusri, your mic is off.
Mr. Ahmed, can you repeat your question, please?
Yes. One question, if there are opportunities, we could do it as online volunteering, but there are other opportunities and positions we couldn't do it like inside positions like medical or medical volunteering, like inside volunteering. We couldn't do it as this time. But what about it though? When we will do it and how we will do it? Thank you.
Sorry. Sorry to interrupt. Before you speak, Dr. Yusri and Ms. Dima, let also Ms. Rabia ask a question so that we can just close it at once. Okay, so Ms. Rabia, go ahead, please.
I would like to know your
ahead.
insight. Should I continue, Idi?
Yeah, we
can
can.
You raise your voice, please?
We can hear you. Just speak a little bit louder, please.
Okay. So my question is for Ms. Dima Ismail. What is your insight about the selection criteria for online volunteers? I myself is working as UN volunteer in Pakistan, and in this lockdown, I would like to do some online volunteering, and I have been applying for that, but no response yet from the organization. So I would like to know your insight about the selection criteria they have. Thank you.
Okay, so Ms. Dima, you want to have the floor before we give to Dr. Yusri?
Yes, if Dr. Yusri allow me. Regarding Ahmed questions, thank you very much for your question. This is really a good question. You are asking about the on-site opportunities to be volunteering in the site. I believe that this can be easily done. As you know, we are the United Nations Volunteers Program provides you with both the online opportunity, online volunteering opportunities and the on-site volunteering opportunities. Both can be, you can just easily apply for both of them. As for the on-site volunteering assignments or tasks, this can be, you can just apply. Once you hear back from the organization or from us, we are currently following a tele-working procedures for those positions that cannot be happening online. So until, of course, things will be getting better and the restrictions will be decreased, so we will, of course, manage the mobilization of those volunteers to be coming for the country that they are they would like to serve to, or whether they are applying in your if the assignments are in your countries. So of course you will be following the measures following in your country. So just please visit vmam.org. It's the other website for a UNV program, which you can apply for all on-site assignments, and make sure that, of course, we have the required measures to enable you to serve in those on-site assignments. I hope that answered your questions. If not, please visit our website and we will be happy to answer more, provide you with more information. As for the second questions from Rabia, thank you very much, Rabia. And I'm really glad to hear that you have registered your own profile on the platform. You are trying to take your chance. I believe what I would advise you to make sure that your profile are meeting the requirements of those opportunities, like listing your skills. It's an application. It's like any work application. Make sure that you are providing all the required information. The motivation statement is really, really important. It's really a key word for a success to make your application be considered. Like, what is your motivation to be working for this assignment? I guess this will provide the organizations with a clear idea about your interest, and of course, linking between your skills and the requirements of the opportunity can also be essential. And I wish you all the best. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Yusri.
Thank you, Ms. Dima, for answering the questions. And for Mr. Ahmed Subhi, I would like to say about the places or the volunteering positions or the missions that we cannot implement online or remotely. So as we said, the online and the offline or the field missions. The field missions are very important, but we can say that what if the field missions cannot be implemented? We can do our best to help others remotely. So, but reversely, if we take it from the other side, what if we cannot do some missions, or we cannot implement some missions remotely? What we can do? Actually, Mr. Ahmed, we can actually either communicate with local communities or organizations and make initiatives remotely, and we can communicate, or we can connect, or we can do whatever possible for us to be a part of this mission, or to play a role in the field missions. Some, as you said, if it's medical, if we distributing food, if we it is a camp like the camps that we visited in Somalia, in Lebanon, in Tunisia, in Turkey. This will require field workers. The volunteers can work with along with field workers in the charities or in the UN agencies, and be safe, inshallah. But if you can do something, you can be a part of promoting it. And this is remotely as well. Yani if you cannot implement something, be a part of sharing it, talking about it, promote it. So don't sit, do something, move, and you are get inshallah recognized by Allah, and you are going to get your reward, and you are going to be a part of changing the world for the better, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Dr. Yusri and Ms. Dima, for such an entertaining session. I'm very sorry, I apologize. Usually we have time to summarize all what the trainers to say to our students and participants. Unfortunately, today I had to be very strict with the timing. I know you had more to say, more, especially from both of you. I really apologize for that. Thanks. I just want to say on behalf of ICYF President, His Excellency Mr. Taha Ayhan, and all ICYF team, we expressed our gratitude to Ms. Dima and Dr. Yusri for sacrificing their time for the benefit of this enriching discussion that allowed our participants to grasp an understanding of what all online volunteerism is all about. So we hope to see you very soon here in Istanbul or in other circumstances, especially to Ms. Dima, because you are in Jordan. Dr. Yusri, inshallah, definitely will meet because we have so many programs and we are looking forward to work with you as well. I cannot finish also my remarks without reiterating my deep gratitude to all the participants, and I hope they did forgive me. Many of them had questions to ask. So that said and done, I would like to conclude by wishing you the best, Ms. Dima and Dr. Yusri. Eid Mubarak, and I hope to see you very soon. May Allah accept our prayers, deeds, and inshallah we'll meet very soon. So thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mubarak.
Thank you.
Thank you.